The New York Rangers defeat the Arizona Coyotes 4-1. This was a game the Rangers needed to win. It was not a great start. First period was pretty bad, but Igor Shesterkin had allowed him to get into the game. And sometimes when Igor gets more work, he's a lot better. And it would have been nice to see him get the shutout. Didn't happen, but Shesterkin was great in this game. And Adam Fox continues to have a great season. Can't say it enough. And it shows statistically, and just looking at him, he's been very, very good. So it's the game that the Rangers, it's a game they should win. But look, the Rangers have passed up a lot of good opportunities to win games, and this one could have been another one. Again, the first half of this game, the Rangers did not play well. But once Goodrow made it 1-0, that it was kind of a domino effect to me, where the Rangers penalty kill did a nice job at that point, and really overall in the game. The one goal was a power play goal for the Coyotes, but the penalty kill did a good job, and the Rangers win the game. So Rangers getting different contributions in this one. Ryan Carpenter scores his first Ranger goal, and so Carpenter was in for Ryan Reeves, which again I'm never going to mind when Reeves is out of the lineup. I'll keep on saying I'm not the biggest Carpenter fan, but he's better than Reeves. He just is. And much to my surprise, Libor Hayek was in again over Zach Jones. And, look, to Hayek's credit, he's been all right. He's not great. I don't trust him much. Like, I'm fine if you go with Zach Jones. I really am. But Hayek has probably been a little bit more steady, a little bit more dependable. And so for now, you kind of live with it. It's not as if he played much tonight. He played less than 12 minutes. On the flip side, I thought his partner, Braden Schneider, had a pretty good night. I thought Schneider... pretty good defensively. He even, he on the Carpenter goal, it was Schneider's shot that went through. So that was good. But yeah, I think that the Rangers, there was some line juggling going on. It's tough. It seems like they're sticking with VZ with Kreider's manager, but they tried to start. It was Goodrow. That didn't really work out with Panarin and Trocheck. Then they tried Blais. I'm not really sure if that's sustainable. The kid line sticks together. And the fourth line eventually ends up being Goodrow, Carpenter, and Gauthier. So, but again, the Rangers, they didn't play. I think the Rangers have played better games in this one and lost. This was a game where they didn't really play that well, but won. But give them credit because I thought they got better as the game went on, definitely. Like I said, once Goodrow gets that goal, really from there, the Rangers were the better team. And Igor was great. And that's the formula. Shesterkin's got to be on his game if the Rangers are going to be a successful team. And tonight he was. Patrick Nemeth returns to the Garden. And, not that anyone really cares about that. But Nemeth, he didn't really play. He was a -2. But anyway, the Rangers Coyotes, a lot of penalties in this one. And early on, the Rangers were really the ones that were in the box more so than the Coyotes, as Ryan Lindgren high sticks Barrett Hayton. And then before that penalty's over, Jacob Trouba, it's a roughing penalty on Trouba. And so it becomes a 5-on-3, but the penalty kill does a really nice job. Then Barrett Hayton goes off for slashing. Oh, no, sorry. It was Hayton and Trocheck both go off. Nothing comes of that. Then Valimaki holds Panarin, but the Rangers' power play was unsuccessful. So we leave the first period scoreless, and the Coyotes outshot the Rangers 17-4. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was a pretty ugly first period. Now, the shots were a little misleading, but, it's not that misleading. 17-4, Coyotes. So second period comes around. Ryan Carpenter called for interference after he had an opportunity to score. And really, the Rangers call for that penalty, and from there, they start to get better. Then there was a Trocheck interference penalty at 12:51. Rangers killed that one off. And again, there was a lot of power play chances. Well, this goal was basically from the killed penalty. And it's a goal for Goodrow. His fourth of the season unassisted with less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. And for Goodrow, that's a good job. For him to have 4 goals, we're in game, 17? Not bad. Not bad. And that's kind of, Goodrow, he's not a guy that's really going to do a whole lot statistically, but just enough, and so Goodrow scores there. That was a big goal, and it makes it 1-0 Rangers. Then the Rangers take a 2-0 lead, and it's Adam Fox. Fox scores his 5th goal of the season from Hedel and Panarin at 16:23, 2-0 Rangers. And for Fox, like, it's not, he's, hey, 5 goals, not too bad. And he's got 14 assists. And Philip Hedel gets another point, which is good. So, again, Philip Hedel, I like what I've seen from him. Like, he is becoming a better and better player each year. It takes some time. It takes time for some of these kids. And for Hedel, he's getting better and better. Kakko has, had a nice season. I think Lafreniere, out of all of the kids, I think Lafreniere, it's been disappointing. Honestly, I want to see more from Lafreniere, but we'll discuss that at another point. So the Rangers take that 2-0 lead. Then in the second, just a ridiculous call on Mika Zibanejad. They call Zibanejad for goalie interference, which was a really bad call. There was nowhere for him to go. And then he gets mugged after the play, and there's nothing. So really crazy. And then there's a makeup call, flat out. They called Nick Ritchie for tripping with 5 seconds left in the period, and it was a makeup call. Like, you knew it was going to come. It's stupid that shit like that happens, but that's the NHL. And so we go to the third. There's some 4-on-4. And eventually that's done. And then Nick Bjugstad trips Kakko. Good work by Kakko to draw the penalty. And the Rangers power play scores, and it's Chris Kreider. Chris Kreider with his 7th goal. The goals are starting to come for Kreider, and it's from Zibanejad. So those two team up as we're used to seeing, and Fox gets an assist. So another multi-point game for Adam Fox. It's a 3-0 Ranger lead. And then there's a hooking penalty on Ryan Lindgren. He hooks Christian Fischer, which then leads to Fischer going into Shesterkin. Shesterkin looked a little bit banged up in the play, but I think he's no worse for wear. But that led to another skirmish. And this does lead to a Coyote goal. It's Clayton Keller, his 6th goal of the season from Ritchie and Boyd. So 3-1. Then it's a power play for the Rangers as Chris Kreider is high-sticked, but the Rangers don't score. But soon thereafter, the Rangers take a 4-1 lead, and it's Ryan Carpenter. His first goal as a Ranger from Schneider and Vesey. Rangers take a 4-1 lead, and that's the score that they would win by. 4-1. Igor makes 31 saves. And, he's the story for me of this game. Just because he hasn't really been playing all that well lately. And this was a game where he was he started it. And again, we've talked about Fox, but it's nice to see Fox even, with more recognition. But really good win for the Rangers. Now they head out west. They take on the Seattle Kraken to start. And Seattle's been good this year. This is their 2nd year in the NHL. Last year was a struggle. This year was good. So the Kraken, that won't be till Thursday. And then the Rangers will take on the Kings. Right? Is it the Kings? No, sorry, the Sharks, who the Rangers did lose to in overtime, but the Sharks are a team you should beat. Then they'll take on the LA Kings, and the Kings, that's a pretty solid team. And then the Anaheim Ducks to finish it out, and that'll be a back-to-back Kings-Ducks before Thanksgiving, and the Rangers come home. So West Coast trips are never easy. I look at this and I see you're playing against 2 teams that have been playing pretty well, 2 teams that have not been playing well, and those 2 teams that are not playing well are teams that you played at home already and really should have beaten both of them. But overly, I look at it, 8 points on the line. I'm hoping to get 5 or 6, and we'll see what happens. Rangers really need to start winning some games. They win here. They're now 8-6-3, and it'd be nice if you can beat Seattle to start off that trip. At that point, I'm feeling all right about where maybe that could go. Because, again, I think when you look at it, I think the Kings are the toughest of the 4, then the Kraken, then I'd say the Sharks, then the Ducks. And the Ducks are who you finish out with. So we'll see what happens. Again, it doesn't start until Thursday, so the Rangers have 3 full days off, and then they'll be out there. So they'll be out there for, probably about a week. Or so. So, it'll be, wins that should be had. Rangers have kind of struggled in that department so far this season, but hopefully this Coyote win can kind of get them going and give them some consistency. The Rangers can really use, a streak where at least they're getting points game after game. I'm not expecting to win all these games out west, but, like I said, 5 or 6 out of 8 points is not bad. Really 6 would be better, but we'll see what happens. Again, Rangers beat the Coyotes by a score of 4-1.